Hey everyone, it is Habetler here, another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In this video, I know it's been a while, but it is the return of Best Teams for Global May 2021 edition. It is back. So with that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and dive right in. The reason why I've basically skipped April, there wasn't many changes, but May really has upended the best teams. The top 10 is totally different. So before we get into the top 10 and everything there, quick disclaimer: the term best teams is my opinion and is purely subjective. There is no official tier list or best teams ranking from Akatsuki or Bandai. Any references or research sources will be linked in the description below. Let's go ahead and talk about how I look at my teams. A lot different than other people, right? So it's not just like the hardest hitting teams, things of that nature. I look at leader skill, damage output, survivability, passives, SA specials, links categories, bench and flexibility. Game mode effectiveness has totally changed. There's the addition of a couple things that has made the top 10 totally different. And then just overall gameplay, right? How fun the team is. And once again, that's very subjective there. Now, how I build the teams, of course, I'm focusing on the game mode effectiveness for all different types of events. You know, Dokkan events now these days, you know, any team can kind of beat those now, but really now focusing on more Extreme Super Battle Road and Super Battle Road as endgame content. And of course, in May, we ended up getting category Extreme Super Battle Road on the global version of the game, along with the Fighting Legend Goku GT edition. And if the team can complete some no item run Extreme Super Battle Roads and Fighting Legend Goku GT, I gave it additional points. So in this month here, I'm definitely leading a little bit more heavy on the Fighting Legend Goku GT no item runs than anything else. Just kind of give you guys a heads up on how I'm ranking this month's best teams. Now, previously, this was not April because we skipped April. This was back in March. This was the list back in March, as you can see here. I will tell you this right now. A lot of these teams aren't on here anymore. And then the number one team has dropped quite a bit down. And then there might be a top 5 team. Actually, there's 2 5 top teams just looking at right now that actually dropped out of the top 10. So yeah, like I said, a lot of changes. So the first team I will talk about for a honorable mention, of course, is GT Heroes. GT Heroes did come out during this month, and it is not a top 10 team. It's a very strong standalone team for sure. If I wasn't looking at game mode effectiveness and being able to complete a lot of different events, because this is a very fun team. This is one of my favorite teams to run right now. But it can only do 5 Super Battle Roads, normal 5 Super Battle Roads, and 2 Extreme Super Battle Roads at this point in time. There's no typical category that you're able to run right now on Extreme Super Battle Road or category Extreme Super Battle Road. It cannot technically, well, I guess, you know, technically it can do a Fighting Legend Goku GT run if you kind of ran this one here. It's very difficult because, you know, this guy right here can really knock out the Goku, and if you're going to be running with these stacking units here, Goku's not going to get its additional 50% boost in defense. So generally speaking, yes, can this team do a no item run on GT? Yes, it's possible, but it's going to be very difficult. So when you look at just the game mode effectiveness of it all, if you're running this team, this is the team to run. Just if you're doing Dokkan events and things of that nature, you want to max out damage and just crush it. The 2 new EZA Super Saiyan 4 Goku Vegetas are just amazing. But if you want to go to more of the GT no item run opportunity, this is kind of the team that you're going to be bringing. Some stacking units, things of that nature. So just FYI, you know, most of these teams on the top 10 can do a no item run GT, and it can be sometimes even harder than this actually, but if you're able to do it, I gave it a lot of extra points. So just keep that in mind. So coming in as a honorable mention, all right, is GT Heroes, but like I mentioned before, a very amazing team. Some other honorable mentions. This is gonna surprise a lot of people here. These teams did not make the top 10, okay? So brace yourself, all right? Here's the reason why. So we have Universe 7 and Universe Survivor Saga and Representative Universe 7, Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. Number 2 team, the second best team out there in March. I put them off the top 10 because on the the GT Goku event, Legendary Goku event. It can't no item run it. It can still do 9 Super Battle Roads and then 3 Extreme Super Battle Road categories, or Super only, the Extreme Super Battle Road class type, or not the class type, but the type advantage, and then Representative Universe 7, right? So, right, is that the one that it can do? No, Realm of Gods. I'm sorry. Realm of Gods, the category 1. So those are the 3 it can do. And that's it. And it's kind of difficult to on those anyway. But it dropped off. But of course, 6-year anniversary is going to come around. So don't worry about that team. And then Kefla's honorable mention as well. She can do 8 Super Battle Roads and 3 Extreme Super Battle Roads. And then, yes, these 3 extreme teams are fantastic. Once again, standalone, very, very good. The Power Absorption team, that can actually do a no item run GT, but because they can only do 6 Super Battle Roads and 3 Extreme Super Battle Roads, I dropped it down, even though there's going to be one team that you're going to go, wait, why is that so high? And this team wasn't make the top 10. It was hard for me to decide, but the team that it beat out or didn't beat out, you will understand why I actually put that team above it all. The Cooler team's amazing. Space Traveling Warriors amazing. So all these teams, fantastic. Definitely an argument for a top 10 spot, but how I'm ranking for this month, unfortunately, they did not make it. So the only team, let me make a transition here. The only team, so we're talking about the top 10 now. The only team that I put in the top 10 that cannot do a Legendary Goku event no item run is this team here. Dropping to the number 10 spot, the former number 1 spot, right? Realm of God. So we're looking at the Zamasu and the Beerus here. So yeah, still an incredible team, right? 8 Super Battle Roads, 4 Extreme Super Battle Roads, can no item run some of it, can only no item run 1 of the traditional Legendary Goku event, not the GT one. You'll see on the bottom how it looks when you can do the GT no item run there. This team is still fantastic, right? One of the best out there. Once again, don't worry, 6-year anniversary is gonna buff up this team quite a bit. And so if you can run a Zamasu as the leader here, this is a type of team that you can run. You can run the more extreme villains type team here. That's always fun to do, but a lot of people really like to run the Beerus. And the reason why it's dropped even lower, right, is because Beerus can only do 4 Super Battle Roads in general anyway as the leader, and 3 category Super Battle Roads. So the fun thing about this team also, it is World Tournament approved here due to the fact, for Exploding Rage, EZA Broly is on this team here. So very, very powerful. And you can do a multitude of different things. So you can run a full Beerus and like almost like full Angels team here, right? So Angels and Destruction, God of Destruction team here. So very, very fun to run. So this is the reason why I beat out Power Absorption. I could have put Power Absorption actually in this spot, but I just cannot drop Realm of Gods out of the top 10. And you can, of course, use UI Goku, and UI Goku can do an Extreme Super Battle Run, no item run fairly well. So anyway, coming in at number 10. Yeah, surprised me too, but I was like, where do I put this team, right? Where do I put an 8-3, 8-4, and 8-3? The bench strength is just better than the Universal Survivor Saga at this point in time and things of that nature. But yeah, come in number 10, Realm of Gods. Pretty crazy. Making its return at number 9. All right, so a lot of people thought that this should have been in the top 10 for a while. And yeah, there was an argument for it, but now there is a true argument for it. And then coming in at number 9 is Super Saiyans, the return of Super Saiyans / Planet Namek Saga. That's that's really, I don't really focus too much on that there. But yes, since you can run Super Saiyans, you have the new Goku and Vegeta GT on there. Now they're not maxed out because you're not going to have other GT units on this team here. But you're going to get that 1 extra boost for Goku's defense and then Vegeta's attack there. So not as strong as on a GT Heroes team, but still a very fun team to run. Now if you want to know why I put them in number 9, because it can do a no item run GT, which is, once again, I'm moving those teams up, being that the GT Goku event is one of the hardest modes you can actually run. And this is the team that you're going to be bringing. As you can see, there's a lot of stackers on here. You're going to want to bring that that int Vegito or Gogeta just to have that extra life, right? Just in case you need, if you're falling under 50% HP, to go ahead and heal yourself. So yeah, very easy actually to run no item run with this type of team here. So coming at number 9 is the Namek Goku and Super Saiyans. So good to see this team return back to the top 10. Coming in at number 8 is a team that I think is the only extreme team on the list, and that is Movie Bosses. So not GT Bosses, right? Movie Bosses. GT Bosses, that needs a lot of help before even we even move into like the top 20, right? So Movie Bosses is a fantastic team. Has virtually the same resume as Super Saiyans. Super Saiyans having the 7-2 and no item run GT, but of course being Movie Bosses and you're able to run EZA Broly, this is World Tournament approved, by far one of the best teams you can run for World Tournament, giving a slight edge, but I think this is can be as easy to run a no item run GT as well. So you can run this team here. Well, if you're going to be running the Movie Bosses with the physical Movie Broly, of course you're going to be running full power units as well, but a lot of people are going to be running Planetary Destruction Movie Bosses here. Now the only slight difficulty or issue with Movie Bosses running the new Legendary Super Saiyan Broly is you can't use the EZA LR Broly, right? So that's the only problem here. Now you can still run a leader. You can run both of the int and the strength legendary Brolys, only if you're going to be running a Turles as the leader as 150. So that is an option that you can run here, and you can run the top end Brolys on this team using here. Now if you do want to run a Movie Bosses Legendary Goku event no item run, this is the team that I actually ended up using. Very strong, right? The strength cooler I just brought there for just more damage. He can hold his own. If you get super attack, you might get KO'd there, and of course really with Legendary Goku events, always about that luck and not getting super attacked at an untimely time. But as you can see, very strong team to do a no item run GT. And yeah, you have the int Broly there as a stacking unit. EZA int Janemba is fantastic. That EZA int Frieza, dude, that guy is doesn't take any damage on this event here. So but anyway, you have some other options on the bottom there as alts as well. But yeah, very strong team to run for a no item run GT event. So yeah, there you go, number 8. And climbing up the charts is the Movie Bosses / Planetary Destruction class, I guess, / full power as well. So, but primarily Movie Bosses. So anyway, coming in at number 7, this team really hasn't left around this area here, and this is being a 150% leader, but still an incredible team. And I'm actually just going to change it to Final Trump Card, because not only that we're going to be looking at Vegito as the leader, we're going to be also looking at Gogeta as the leader as well, because both can run 8 or the Vegito can run 8 Super Battle Roads, but the Gogeta can also run the 4 Extreme Super Battle Roads as well. So these two teams are fantastic. You run mostly a Gogeta team here, you can run mostly a Vegito team here, and it can do wonders, right? So now of course you do have some additional value here. You can run a Potara team here as well, with the Vegito as the leader. So this is actually with Turles on here, I'm sorry about that. So this is the one, Vegito. So you can run a full Vegito team if you wanted to as well. But yeah, really strong overall. And if you want to no item run a GT event, you're going to be running definitely something like this right here, right? So this is kind of like the GT event that you do want to run. And it's tough because there's a lot of RNG involved, right? If you get supered there, you're going to have some trouble. But there is definitely a possibility that you can run a no item run with a Final Trump Card team on here. So give it a shot. It's probably one of the more difficult ones to do, but probably want to bring some stacking stacking units as well. So but this is doable with a full Vegito team. But this guy does get rocked if he gets super attacks. So anyway, with that, Final Trump Card still stays in the top in the top 10 here, and will continue to do so seemingly, but now with the addition of Fusion and Final Trump card with Gogeta, I think it's a nice spot for them to be at number 7. 8 Super Battle Roads, 4 and Extreme Super Battle Roads, and Legendary Goku event, no item run. Number 6, again, another 150%, and like seems like Final Trump card and this team like stays very close together, and that's coming in number 6 is Pure Saiyans. The transforming Vegeta, still the best leader for this category here, and whenever we get a 170%, and I think Bandai Katsuki knows this, it is going to be the best team in the game. So, but as of right now, with 150 as it is, you can run this, basically, GT GT Heroes type of team here, because they are all Pure Saiyans. So it's a fun team you can run, but there's a lot of differences you can run too. You can run this Broly team. This is the largest bench in the game, and probably when it comes to just overall gameplay, one of the funnest teams that you can run. The biggest issue, of course, is the transformation of Vegeta. He is the weakest link out of all the positions if you're running a main rotation. Running a main rotation here. And if you want to run a no item run Legendary Goku event, that Vegeta does pose issues at the Great Ape Goku, and you can just have to get through that. Once you get through that, you're going to be fine. You can bring some stacking units, as you can see here. There's a lot of stacking units you can run, and a multitude of other units that you can run as well. But 8 Super Battle Roads, 3 Extreme Super Battle Roads, a few of those you can actually no item run as well. Very difficult to do. Most end game stuff is very difficult to do, but definitely a possibility on there. And then the no item run GT event, this is the team that you can run to do that. But a lot of RNG, being that Vegeta does take some damage, quite a bit of damage. If you get super attack, you're done on the strength grade 8 stage there. But if you get by that, I think you're home free with that event there. So coming in number 6, the Pure Saiyans still holding strong, being in the top 10 list. Now, this number 5 team, I was like, where do I put this team? Because they don't do as much, but they are so incredible. I had to put them in the top 10, and then I just started keeping them climbing higher and higher and higher, and ended up just saying, okay, they're number 5, and that is Hybrid Saiyans. As you can see here, Hybrid Saiyans, Savior's Hybrid Saiyans, this is actually in association with Bond of Master and Disciple as well, with the future Gohan. But Hybrid Saiyans in of itself is such a tremendous team for Extreme Super Battle Road and Legendary Goku event. If you can look at here, this team here can probably run the Legendary Goku event, maybe besides want to take out Super Saiyan 2 Gohan there, but and it can just do so much. And because the Bond of Master's Disciple, this unit here, you can run 7 Super Battle Roads, and this team here you can run 4 Extreme Super Battle Roads. Kind of when I combine it, I was like, yeah, I gotta put them higher, because this was the first team I ran with a no item run on the GT event, just because I was like, oh, this is gonna be easy, and it was, right? So. And then when you add the Bond of Master's Disciple team on here, you're having quite a bit of mix that you can actually run here, especially if you're running the Beerus Whis event. That's a very fun event to run on like a Super Battle Road and things of that nature. Now, when you're looking at the GT event, dude, there's a lot of combinations you can run to no item running, but this is very, very easy. It was so easy. I was like, okay. This has to be a top 10 team, because you're talking about end game, that one of the hardest end game contents, and we breezed through this like with no worry, no issue at all. So this is the team that I ended up using and to run with, but ultimately just I had to put him in the top 10. But actually, did I put this as number 6? I apologize. It should say number 5 on there. So let me fix that right now. So give me 1 second. Yeah, that was an error on my end. Sorry. Edit that there. Or I paused it and I just changed the 6 to a 5. So coming in number 5 is Hybrid Saiyans, and I actually fixed all of those here. So that was, I guess I just didn't notice when I was making the slides on there. So yeah, coming in number 5, Hybrid Saiyans. Hey, go figure. Very, very strong team, especially in the in-game content right now, category Extreme Super Battle Roads. and the GT Goku event. So biggest surprise for me actually is the number 4 team, because they were off the top 10 and now they're number 4. But to come to think about it, they probably shouldn't have never left the top 10. It was just like, okay, it's just always been there. And that's the Future Saga team. The Future Saga team can do 8 Super Battle Roads. It can do 3 Extreme Super Battle Roads. It's 170%. It has 120% Super Class Leader skill. And it can easily do a Legendary Goku event no idle run. So I go, okay, so what's the problem here? Bench strength is not as great, but being a Super Class, 120%, you can pretty much run anything. So I kind of had to give it some props. I was like, okay, where do I put this? Is it like the hardest hitting team in the game? No. But it can do all the modes and do it quite easily. So when you're doing a Legendary Goku event no item run here, this is the team that you run, and it is as easy as the Hybrid Saiyans, right? So because you can run the Tech Transformation Gohan. So I was trying to figure out where to put them, and because it can still do 8 Super Battle Roads, generally there, game mode effectiveness on this is tremendous, and it's even at 120% Super Class, you can still run a World Tournament. World Tournament approved there, so a little extra points there, and just overall you can do kind of a nice mix, right? If you're running this team here with some extreme units and some super units. But yeah, it was a surprise, but not a surprise to me that Future Saga returns back to the top 10, and I probably shouldn't have taken this team off in the first place. So coming in number 4, Future Saga with the Transformation Trunks team here. Coming in number 3, so 3, 2, and 1. It's probably obvious at this point in time what's left over, and coming in at number 3 is Kamehameha. So Transformation Gohan, fantastic with the Legendary Goku event. Category Super Battle Road, you're able to do Hybrid Saiyans on the new category there, and but not as easy as everything else. Now I know that the new Kamehameha leader with Prestigious Warrior in the Trunks and Goten will be coming out. So I just said, should I put them here with that? Because it's technically going to probably be in May when this unit comes out. But I just kind of left them out for now. But just know that it probably wouldn't have changed too much. That they will stay around the number 3 spot. Maybe goes up to number 2. But as for right now, we'll keep them at number 3 with the Kamehameha. Of course, this is the Dokkan Festival exclusive team here. And, I always show this team here. But you're probably going to run a team more like this. Or of course with the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, you can run more of a Gogeta team here. That's always fun. And hey, the GT Goku event, right? The GT Heroes with the Gokus there, you can definitely run as well. So at least you have a little bit of upgrade with the May units on Kamehameha. But if you're going to run a GT Goku event, no item run here. This is the team that I used. Fairly easy. Once again, still some RNG involved, of course, for your non-stacking units on there. You can run Boo if you wanted to, but remember, to stack Boo, you need an 18 key super attack, and that might be difficult on this team here, unless you're going to put another Boo on there, which then kind of gives you a little bit more weakness on that end. But overall, yeah, this was actually fairly easy to run a no item run GT Goku event here. So coming in at number 3, coming back higher than it was before, it is Kamehameha once again in the top 3. All right, you guys are gonna say I'm biased, right? But hear me out here. Coming in at number 2. I know once again might look biased here. Go Bros. Again, the return of Go Bros into the top 3, now top 2. Siblings Bond and Goku's family is still one of the top leader skills in the game. Still. And this unit has been around for a long time. It got a nice little upgrade with the Goku, the GT Heroes type units on there. And yeah, it's an incredible team. But here's the thing: the reason why it beats out Kamehameha is it can do another Extreme Super Battle Road. right? It can do 8 Super Battle Roads and 4 Extreme Super Battle Roads, right? It can do Hybrid Saiyans, it can do Majin Buu Saga, and of course it can do the other units on there as well, or the Super and the Type Advantage units on there as well. So just an incredible team, right? You can run this team here with some GT heroes on here. Of course, you can run this team here, which has always been very good. You can run the Beerus Whis Vados combo. The quadruple support, right? The new Trunks and the GT Trunks and Goten. That's an incredible support unit on this team, right? And then if you want to run just a Goku's family here, you can run a Goku's family as well. So a very different mix here. And of course I just combined this, but you want to focus on the Gobros team more so than anything else. And if you want to run a no item run GT event, look how easy this thing is, and look at the options you have. You have Bergamo on this that can crush the new GT event as well. So yeah, it's a super strong team. If you don't want to believe me, just take this team here. Take this team here into a no item run legendary Goku event. You go, man, this was easier than I thought. Now, of course, you get super attacked with this guy because he doesn't stack at the end. You're gonna die. But no, once again, a little RNG involved, and you'll be okay. So, but if you want to run like the new EZA B-Pan, EZA B-Pan is on this team, Goku's family. Once again, easy enough that you can do that no item run very easy. So what is now remaining is the #1 team, and no surprise here, because this team has been strong for a very long time. I don't think has dropped out of the top 5 since it came out, and that is Majin Buu Saga and Battle of Wits. LR Super Vegito is just fantastic. This team is now. You're going to say, wait a minute, well, it can do 1 less Super Battle Roads than Gobros. You're right. You are right. 1 less than Gobros on there. But if you look at this, it can just do everything a lot easier, in my opinion, because LR Super Vegito is better than Gobros. So, yeah, fantastic team that you can run with this. This is a great team to run. You can run, if you want to do a little bit more support here, this is a great unit for Super Battle Road as well. The TN there, run something like that. You can run the best Vegito team. This is the best team that you can run with all Vegitos. You can even run this is like the infinite regeneration team here, right? With all the boos, like your HP never goes down or never goes below. So something of this nature. And if you want to run multiple different ways of doing a Legendary Goku GT event, no item run, this is very fun to do. The one that I did that was really fun was actually this here, but to get past the grade 8 was very difficult because I'm running all these physical units, but once you get past it, it's like a breeze, right? So a little difficult on that end, but it was really fun. So you might want to run more of this here. And then the MVP with the Legendary Goku event on this team here, you got Battle of Wits using with the Piccolo there, because you can see the super attacks running. So very fun unit to run. But you can see there's a lot of different ways of actually doing the Legendary Goku event no item run here. So yeah, coming in at #1 once again, reigning champ Majin Buu Saga. I think this is only the second time that's ever happened here, and I don't think there's an argument being the best team on global right now. Once again, 6-year anniversary hasn't come around yet, but when that happens, we'll deal with it then. So here we are. Here's a summary here. The May best teams. Here it is. #1 Majin Buu Saga, Gobros, Kamehameha, Future Saga, Hybrid Saiyans, Pure Saiyans, Final Trump Card, Movie Bosses, Super Saiyans, and then Realm of Gods. Agree, disagree? Let me know in the comment section below. This is a totally changed list comparable to of the recent ones, but I kind of told you guys why I ended up doing it this way. But with that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Thank you all for watching, and the return of best teams for global. And yeah, thank you all for watching. Keep on Dokkaning. We'll catch you next time. Later.